Hi Collective, so we're here in Etruscan tomb, and I'm going to do a setting your North Compass reading. It's really bloomed since I was last here. We've got a fig tree, which you can just about see here. There was a bee that came out in my previous reading. I did another collective, a longer Celtic cross form. That's a nice opener. We've got the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups coming out as if we're being welcomed here. But this I'm going to do is setting your North Compass amid all this growth. Oak trees, big trees. I wonder whether they should be transplanted. But anyway, transplanted. Right. So this is about setting your right course for the collective from the ancestors, with help from the ancestors if they're happy to do it, and the giant oaks that surround us here. So how does the collective feel about setting their North Compass? The Seven of Cups. A bit confused, not sure how to do it, what route to take. Okay, well, then it's good we're doing this. I relate to that card. Sometimes it's hard to connect to your will for some reason or other. Why is that? Why are things becoming overwhelming? So the root skill that the collective has to support them in this, the moon, a tolerance for this lack of clarity, really, and an ability to connect to something unconscious, artistic. People will love this. People who are writing and painting, its deep depths of sort of, think of Paula Rega, her kind of incredible paintings of fairy tales and unconscious, or Leonora Carrington or any of the surrealists, Ithel Clune. It's so strange that wouldn't normally come to me with this, but that is what's coming really strongly, a sort of sense of being able to delve into the unconscious, into the other realms. So that's your core strength. So what to let go of is the Queen of Cups, being too compassionate, being too empathetic. Maybe that's what's skewing you and making you not completely clear about where to go with your next step. So how to set your North Compass. Seven of Pentacles. Keep going, just keep going. Come on, I want something more than that. Let's oh, well, we've got the Four of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Swords, which indicates a sort of new dawn coming when we give up on the old life. And then following that, the Four of Swords, which is resting after that, followed by another 10, the 10 of Cups. It's saying stop being impatient. This is what's coming. Once your libido gets online, there will be a kind of change, a radical change that you might need to sort of recalibrate from, but that brings you great happiness. But keep going. At the moment, we're going to cap these. So that's a lovely little story. And where it is all going, we have the Three of Wands, you knowing exactly what you want. You looking further afield, maybe even abroad for it. But certainly you knowing exactly what you want from this place of discomfort. So let's cap these cards. So the collective feels a little bit confused with the Seven of Cups. What's that about? Ace of Pentacles. Is it because you're waiting to be handed something physical to grow? Is it because you need to think more about physicality, about the earthiness of what would be practical, rather than being that caught in sort of dreams? We're going to cap. I might pull one more, so clarify that. It says the High Priestess, it says you will know, the collective will know. It's about using your intuition. If you don't know, it's about using your intuition to work out which out of all the ideas that you've got could become a physical reality, something that you could physically make in the world. Sort of pushing you towards tangible stuff, money even, pregnancy, projects around health, around things that you can grow and nurture that are tangible, but houses, sort of stuff that's strong. So their root skills is the Moon. Talk to us about that. Two of Wands. So when you're looking out with your Two of Wands, considering what you want to conquer next. Alexander overlooking the globe. You are able to look at all sides of things, including the unconscious. It's got a wonderful long plait, this guy. And some feathers on his staff. So you're able to, let's just get one more of that. So you're able to look with those deep eyes, 7 of Cups. You're able to look at those deep eyes and maybe consider everything. So they've come back again. That's interesting. So your skill, your root skill that you've got to support you is that you can tolerate a little bit of ambiguity, that you can look with this kind of misty, unconscious eyes when you're trying to work out what to go for next. Okay, so actually it's saying that your 7 of Cups isn't so negative, that there's a sense of imagination in it, that allowing and the ambiguity is your friend. Right, so what should they let go of with the Queen of Cups? It's becoming too much. The Queen of Cups, you're over empathizing with people, is putting you on the back foot. Usually we see the character wearing 2 different shoes. She's got the same shoes, but it's just a little bit worrying. It's a little bit too much when you take on other people. So you need to kind of clarify by just connecting to what is right for you rather than nurturing everyone else. And how to set the North Compass with this another 7. So we've got the 7 of Pentacles there, 7 of Wands saying it's a bit much when you over empathize. But how to set your North Compass is to just keep going. Let's have a keep going. You will get to what you need to do with the 3 of Wands, which is exactly where you're going. Okay, so this is your outcome card, and this has been capping how to set your North Compass. It says you will suddenly, if you just keep going on and on and on, you will keep uncovering the layers, and suddenly you'll alight on exactly what it is that you need. So let's cap the 3 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you, ancestors. That's so gorgeous. So for how to set our North Compass, we've got keep going with the 7 of Pentacles. You will get to what you need to, you will alight on what you want. And then that was capped with, remember, the Knight of Wands, the 10 of Swords indicating a new start, then a rest after that and a recalibration leading to great happiness. But then in an exact reverse, where it's going, we have you will know what you want with the 3 of Wands. Just keep going. It's a very, very strong message. It's coming out on how to set your North Compass. Keep going. The clarity will come, and where you're going, you will know because you've kept going. It's really beautiful. There's a sense of needing to just keep plodding on. That's so gorgeous. Thank you, ancestors. I'm getting that high-pitched noise in my ear, which I love. Let's cap with some others. I knew this would be a good reading to do. So the 7 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the High Priestess as to their attitude, the collective's attitude to this setting this North Compass. 8 of Pentacles, so it's saying keep working on. You've got your intuition. You will get this idea that you can plant and grow. Keep going. Whatever you're doing now is good. The imagination, the ability to tolerate nuance is not a bad thing in you. That's lovely. Keep going. It is probably your core skill. And then your root skills, we've got again the 7 of Cups. So many echoes. It's lovely. So it's okay that you're imaginative. It's okay that there's lots of ideas up in the air. Keep going. It's going to clarify. You can cope with the moon, the unconscious, the sort of vague, the worrying, almost the things that are hidden, because it helps you. So we've got, that's the only one of those. It helps you clarify what you really want. So now let's cap those cards. We've got the 6 of Cups. That's lovely. And this one feels like it wants to come up to the 3 of Cups. That's beautiful. 6 of Cups talks about nostalgia And the 6 precedes the 7 of Cups, which we've got twice. So it's sort of saying, get back into that imaginative space of your childhood, really, where you had a community, a sense of community, and how you would want to celebrate. With the 3 of Cups, there's something hidden in your imagination from your childhood, I suspect, that will help you find the way. What to let go of with the Queen of Cups and the 7 of Wands, so being too empathetic. Yeah, Ace of Swords, just, this is our second ace. It says just be positive. If you have to be kind and over empathetic with people, try and think about cutting to the chase. Try not to get too stuck in dramas of other people. Try to be incisive and positive. I met a woman the other day on a boat in the harbour, in the little port, natural port, who, her parting shot to me, and she was fabulous. She was in her 70s and she was wearing diamonds and rubber gloves and a headscarf, a bit like absolutely fabulous. And she was just so wonderful. I loved her. She spoke perfectly Italian and actually was from Scotland, from Glasgow. And she looked at me and said, "We make our own luck." That was her last word to me. When I said, "Gosh, your life is lovely," she said, "Well, you've got time. We make our own luck." So it's that kind of, if you do get caught in these kind of what you need to let go of situations of being too bleeding heart with people and feeling that's a bit overwhelming, then cut to this chase. Be very positive. Think only in positives and try to communicate that to other people. How to set your North Compass with the 7 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands, which gets repeated again and the other way round for where you're going. And we had that little story above it. We've got the 5 of Torches. You need to get it, jump in, get in it to win it. Be fun and competitive like you were when you were a child playing a game, board game, or if you don't like those, when you played any sort of game in the playground. That's the energy you need to bring to this. It will give you the extra impetus to keep going with that 7 of Pentacles when you feel that you're not getting to where you want to get to. And finally, where it is going, we've got the Ace of Wands again. So this is great. We're getting 3 aces on the table. Be positive with your thought. Don't get caught in other people's dramas. There is something tangible. Where was that Ace of Pentacles? Yeah. You have something tangible that you want to grow. That was in your attitude to this. And now we've got the passion, because we've added in the 5 of Wands, which fights for what it wants. It's saying this new passionate thing will come to you. You're going to be given by the hand of God this fire that suddenly sets you alight. That's so lovely. Right, so we've got, I think what we'll do now is just cap this with this beautiful deck of Oracle of Mystical Moments for one final word. So this is really lovely. Thank you, ancestors. Beautiful energy. Oracle of Mystical Moments. What is it you want to say? Tiny Triumphs. What's that one? And then this Mermaid's Love, which is about melding energies. But Tiny Triumphs, the one that came out, and it's rather lovely. It's got a mouse in a harlequin suit with a bird. Let's read it. It's number 21. Tiny Triumphs. Attitude, belief, power of perseverance. Oh, I love these cards. We've had the 7 of Pentacles twice in how to set your North Compass. Persevere, persevere, persevere. That's the 7 of Pentacles. And how the outcome, what the outcome will be, is you will persevere until you know exactly what it is you want. So here we've got attitude, belief, power of perseverance. A big mouse dressed as a circus trainer is holding a small eagle. The situation is inverted. The predator is small and the prey is big. This card urges us to believe in ourselves. Don't ever think that you're too small or too outmatched in a situation. Inner size is what matters. Think back to a time when you felt good about an achievement. Don't give up now. With patience and hard work, you will triumph in the end. It's just a lovely, very clear message from the ancestors to say that you need to think back about those triumphs, that you're bigger than you think you are, that you will persevere until you win. And there's all this new start energy coming with 3 of the aces. The one we haven't got is the Ace of Cups, but we're slightly sort of sidelining, being too soft. I'm just going to read that again. The predator is small and the prey is big. It says believe in yourself. Don't underestimate yourself. Don't think you're too small or outmatched in a situation. Maybe you've got some really big goals that seem almost pie in the sky, like those 7 of Cups that's come up twice. Maybe they're so huge that they're almost what a child would dream of and be unrealistic about. But maybe it's saying you can do it, persevere. Don't think you're too small or outmatched in a situation. Inner size is what matters. Think back to a time when you felt good about an achievement. Don't give up now. With patience and hard work, you will triumph in the end. That woman saying you create your own luck. There's a book, I've bought it here. And in fact, there are loads of, it's called Lucky People by Nobuku Nakano, Japanese writer. This is about creating your own luck too. It's about being positive, persevering, realizing how lucky we are anyway, despite all the ups and downs of life. Don't think of yourself as small. Dream big. Allow, your core strengths are that you can get right into the unconscious and allow this dreaming mind to start thinking about what you want, and it relates to great happiness in your childhood. So this is so lovely. See you again.